guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today I'm answering once again some of your questions, like what Patek should you buy for your 40th birthday, and what is my opinion on these new Cartier tanks. All that and more in today's episode. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my H. Moser Pioneer with my orange Moser strap and the green dial. Perfect summer watch for Miami. Also, guys, I apologize if I've been missing for a little bit. You may have noticed on DelReyWatch.com we got about 170 new watches in stock, and that is why I have not been able to make a video. There's been a lot of servicing, processing, photography. It's been all hands on deck here at Del Rey Watch to get these new pieces up and listed. And so for that, I apologize. I've been a little swamped. But on that note, go check out DelReyWatch.com, the best place for a watch geek to buy a watch. Link in the description below. A ton of new watches in inventory. All right, guys, well, you know the spiel. These are the questions you ask me on my Instagram account at Federico Talks Watches. A few times a month, a Q&A picture pops up. When you see that, feel free to type out your question. When I get enough questions, I take the picture down. Please do not DM me. I do not check them. And in no particular order, we start with A Moro 86. And he said, "Hey Fed, Patek 5085 or Ellipse for my 40th birthday?" This is interesting. So the 5085 is a very interesting watch. It's the Neptune. It's rare. It's a complicated Patek with a stainless steel bracelet. You don't see that very often. Prices are going up, but prices are mainly going up because people are taking the watch, stealing the movement, and putting it in the Nautilus with the same complication because the movements are the same in aftermarket cases, or they're, basically the movement is used as a transplant. So I think the watch is a little overpriced. I, on the other hand, love the Patek Ellipse. I think it's massively underrated. I think it's super elegant. Yes, you have to be a man with a certain style to be able to pull it off, but if you like the watch, then you probably have that style. And on that note, I think a blue ellipse is one of the most beautiful Pateks ever made. Gooder Mo, are you seeing the tariffs now having an effect on prices of timepieces for yourself? Yes, I absolutely am. It's costing me at least 10% more to import them into the United States. My margins have gone down. Brands are also increasing their new prices, which makes pre-owned watch prices also higher. So between the tariffs, the new price increases, the shrinking margins, I'm definitely raising prices, and that's not just me, that's every pre-owned dealer. So yes, it is certainly becoming more expensive. Yo Fed, David Midlife Crisis, and he said, "Yo Fed, what's going on?" Not a whole lot. Happy to be here. Simple question. What is your favorite digital quartz watch of all time? I'm assuming it's probably a Casio. David, you would be right. The funny thing is, I don't even know the model name. It's the only digital watch I own. I'll put a picture right up here. It's not the cheapest Casio model, but it's a cheaper version. I think it's $60, $70. The time is radio controlled, so it's always accurate. Tough as nails, not too big, and has that 80s aesthetic, which I love. Great light, and I can set multiple time zones. On top of that, I think it just looks really cool. I wear it more often than you would think, mostly on weekends around the house, doing yard work or at the range. Love this Casio. One of the best $60 I've ever spent in my life. Justin Allure, what are your thoughts on the Daniel Roth Metropolitan World Time? I'm very tempted by the salmon dial. Yes. Massively underrated watch. Daniel Roth in general has been gaining popularity, especially as neo-vintage becomes vintage, and kind of these trendy watch guys are into it. However, I will say that's fine, because it's truly a high-quality watch, and they were not made in massive numbers. Salmon dials have also long time been my favorite. I think that's fantastic. The world time function on this watch is great. I think it's very easy to read with that little window. I think they're still underpriced for the quality of watch you get, but don't sleep on it. I think these are going to become unaffordable quite quickly, and I don't even have one of these in stock. But yeah, Daniel Roth Metro World Time, fantastic timepiece from the late 90s. Javier 1981, hey Fed, love the channel and your take on things. Thanks, Javier. What is your opinion on solar quartz, like used in Citizen, Tag, and Cartier? Interesting concept. A concept I really want to like. But in my experience, I absolutely hate them. Why is that? Well, because they're nearly impossible to repair. Never had to repair a Cartier Solar because they just came out, but I've recently tried to have a Citizen Eco Drive repaired, and it's impossible. Now, my watchmakers can repair most quartz movements. It's not that hard. And worst case scenario, if you can't repair the quartz movement, you can replace the quartz movement. And that's fine. But these solar quartz, they have problems with capacitors. It's hard to find parts. And sometimes the cost of the repair is worth more than the watch itself. I love the concept of a solar quartz movement, but dare I say, in my experience, they're disposable. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on a disposable watch. That's just my 5 cents. Or 2 cents. Yeah, it's 2 cents. Anyway, guys, I gotta get back to it. I'm really sorry. I've got a ton of watches to process. But regular scheduled programming will continue after the 4th of July holiday. For all my American viewers and friends, happy Independence Day. Enjoy the weekends with your family and loved ones. For everybody else, enjoy your weekend anyway. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.